Hello Gemini, welcome to your 2022 love reading. I'm really looking forward to doing these. Just to see. I want to give everyone good messages, I'm hoping anyway, but we'll see. Those of you who have watched the general 2022 readings, you'll notice it's a bit of a different format. Firstly, in that those readings kind of came out as a bit of like major events coming in 2022, whereas for these love readings, I'm actually going to do them month to month. So yeah, let's do this, shall we? For those of you interested, I am using the Weaver Tarot by Threads of Fate, and this is the Journeyer edition. I find it to be an absolutely gorgeous deck. So yeah, I really like working with it. And you'll also notice, like normally, for those of you who have seen my videos before, I often let the cards flip out, like that. For this one, I'm going to do it a little differently. I am going to cut the deck, and I'm going to draw the cards. And I also use the middle card. I'll show you what I mean when I do it. I feel like all cards exposed have a reason for being in the reading, and I want to give you all of those messages. So let's see what is coming in for Gemini for love in 2022, please. Ooh, lots of cards. All right. So I take the deck and I cut it right about there. And then this middle card, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the ones that I use. But we're going to lay out here for you first. January, February, March, April, May. I did not leave myself enough room. June, July, August, September, October, November, interesting, December. Oh, you guys, this looks like quite the year, I'm not gonna lie. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. Okay, and as I said before, middle of the deck card is also one that I use. This is the Pillar, which in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot would be the Empress. So the Hierophant and the Empress, it feels to me commitment, self-worth, abundance even. If it wants to stay, it really doesn't. They don't want to stay up, you guys. Might be something that you guys are going to struggle with this year, for which I apologize, but I can only give you the message that I am given. So let's keep going, shall we? Again, this looks like quite the interesting year. Now, I know we'll already be into January by the time you get this, but that's okay. I do still think it applies. And it's also possible that looking back retroactively, you might notice, you know, themes, similarities that the cards have spoken and they said what they meant, and that's kind of the air that you've been given. For this, we have Seeker of Cups. That's January. That is a Page of Cups in a traditional tarot deck. This one, it feels like you're entering the year, I want to say, with an open heart and a playful spirit. With this wishbone here, I also think you're entering in with a lot of wishes and a lot of hope for the way that things are going to turn out. But I think that's a really good way to start off the year. And then we have February, Six of Swords. Okay, Six of Swords is a card of transformation. It's a card of moving forward. It's leaving things behind. It's kind of, I want to say, a little bit of an Eight of Cups feel that I'm getting from this, but it's not so much that you're leaving behind things that haven't served you. I think that's already been done. I think it's healing and moving past those things, getting yourself on the right path to move forward and, I want to say, learn from your mistakes. Yeah. Or learn just from what the past has given you, right? March, you have the Five of Swords, which is kind of a conflicting energy. It's almost like you've come into this new year. Your heart's been open. You've been hopeful. For some of you, I've heard maybe you've set your expectations a little too high. And so when it comes to March, and maybe if you've been actively searching for love and it has not come through yet, you're starting to second guess why that might be, and you're becoming very uncertain. It's doesn't seem like a really fun feeling. I'm looking here. There is a heart in the middle here, so it's kind of like you're breaking your own heart with these thoughts. Just looking what else we have here. I know these are lungs, right? But it kind of looks like roots within them. This one almost has a little bit of an Eight of Swords feeling to it, but it's almost as though it hasn't quite progressed that far, so it doesn't need to be that bad, if that makes sense. I want to draw some cards on that. Fives are also excuse me, stumbling over my words there. That might be an issue that you will be having in March. Fives are often change, uncertainty. Oftentimes, the Five of Swords, I would say, is also conflict. So I'm going to pull a few cards on that. What is this Five of Swords, please? Okay, we got Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So yeah. Okay, I get this. We've also got the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Chariot. It's almost the uncertain aspect of, am I actually ready for this? Have I really healed? Am I actually moved on? And am I moving too fast? Because I've also got the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands that came out. It's almost as though you're worried that you've rushed into this too quickly. Kind of a sense of, maybe I need to pull back on the reins. Maybe I need to get these horses back in the stable and just wait for the future when I feel more ready. That's the energy that's coming off of that. So I guess that's a little bit where that Eight of Swords feeling was coming from, wherein, like, keeping yourself stuck. But in this case, I feel like that's a very valid question. Especially if in February you already had the Six of Swords here. You were trying to move forward already. You were trying to move on from the past. And the fact that you've recognized that maybe you're not quite ready is valid. Because if you continue to rush into things and you're definitely not ready, but you force it anyway, I find it often brings just more pain than you would like. So I do really enjoy seeing this progression here with April of the Eight of Coins. This says to me that you are doing the work. Whatever that needs to be. If it's within you, if it's outside of you, whatever you need to do to make yourself ready is what I'm feeling. It's good. It's really good because it's putting into action the change that you were so worried about. The feeling of, am I ready for this? It's putting into action, well, no, but I can get ready for this. And that is awesome. That is personal growth, and that's one of the best things you can do. So come April, if you're doubting yourself, even March, if you're doubting yourself, just, look back on this and just remember, I'm proud of you for putting in the effort, because so many people do not. Okay, they just don't. They push forward anyway, And oftentimes a lot of people feel that another person is going to validate them and make them feel better about themselves. And that's not the case here, and you've seen that. Okay? You've seen that this is work that you and only you can do for yourself, and that's friggin' awesome. Okay? And then we have May, you've got Ace of Coins. This is great. This is new. I can't actually say that this is a new relationship, but it could be a new path. Okay? You've done the work, right? That's what April was all about. You're ready to start again. And I feel even if this isn't a new relationship, it's you taking the solid first steps into finding one. So if you were taking your time and you weren't dating, you were just working on yourself, maybe in May you start dating. Okay? Maybe you start dipping your toes in if you try dating apps or something like that. It feels like the solid first steps. You're taking action. You're making actionable choices to find love, which is really good. June, I really like this. We have Judgment. It feels, well, Judgment is kind of an awakening, right? It's on the traditional Rider-Waite, there's an angel with a trumpet, and he's basically rising people up, right? It's a call to action. It is finding your path. It is, in this I feel seeing things in a new light. I know it's kind of a holographic card, so when the light hits it, it's kind of a little hard to see details on the camera, but within the background there are shafts of light. Okay, and if I hold this in just the right way, you can kind of see them. It's almost as though light is being shed on where you're at, whether or not you're ready, which path you need to take, and what you're going to accept, because there are 3 eyes here. So it's like not only are you seeing things in the real world, you've got a 3rd eye in which you're really following your intuition and seeing things almost in another realm. You're seeing your path forward. And as I said that, 1, 2, 3, 4 came up on the timer. So like that is your path. That is the way you need to go. That's your progression. That's kind of what June is all about. So then we've got 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is throwing yourself into the competition and trying to prove your worth, making sure that you are seen as the best, right? Again, I'm getting a little bit of feeling of uncertainty, and that has come through with the 5 of Swords up here. But I do have to say, jumping forward a little bit, we've got 5 of Coins, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and then we have the Hierophant. There are so many 5s coming up in this reading that there is no doubt that there is a shift happening in not only in your love life, but I want to say in the terms of like how you view all relationships. I guess I want to say friendship, family, something. You're looking, I feel, if all of your relationships are something that are serving you in the way that they need to. Yeah. And that's just like for the overall year I'm feeling here, not just July. July really does feel like you are going to be putting your best foot forward and trying to beat out the competition. This might mean that you actually do have someone that has caught your eye, and you're maybe a little worried that you're not going to show up on the radar, I just heard. But let's see. I'm going to draw some cards on this one too. 5 of Wands, please. Yep. Yeah. I really do believe that there is a person you've got your eye on. 6 of Wands is success, but it's also seeking attention, right? It's wanting someone's attention. Page of Swords is watching someone. Someone could be watching you. It's kind of all eyes on you feeling, but also you like it. Because I really do feel as though there is someone. Let's find out. Eight of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck too, so you are really putting in the work for this. Is this someone Gemini has set their eye on? Is this someone they want their attention from, or someone they're watching? What is this? Five of Wands. Yeah. Ace of Cups. This is kind of someone you've set not only your eye, but your heart on. King of Wands. A lot of attraction. Someone who's very attractive, bold, assertive, kind of a leader. Someone who, I just heard for some of you, feels a little untouchable. And I see that with that lion there. But the King of Wands, he's got a salamander in his shirt. And that means that he is protected from the fire, right? Salamanders, they don't mind the flames. It's one of those, if it's hot in the kitchen, they don't mind. They're going to stay. So this feels like something with this Eight of Wands here, someone you're talking to, someone you want to talk to, someone you want to move things forward with, for sure. So yeah, you're throwing your hat in the ring, and you are going to try to make sure that you've got your best foot forward. You are trying to come out of the gate looking like the hottest shit in town. Is what I just heard. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the feeling that you really just want to make sure that there's not anyone else that this other person has their eye on. And with the Queen of Cups coming up in August, the Sovereign of Cups, it is the Queen in this deck. It's kind of, I just heard you might get a taste of your prize. Not saying that this person is an object or something to be won or anything. It's kind of more like your hard work has paid off. I get the feeling that there's going to be an opening up between you because this shell is open. There's a pearl inside, so it's kind of an exposure, I guess. Exposure of emotion, which is really nice. It's a very enveloping feeling that I'm getting, which is maybe a weird way to put that, but that's what I'm getting, so that's what I can tell you. Now, I do have to be honest here. The rest of the year is kind of worrying me, and it looks like where things maybe start to fall off the tracks. Just to be honest here. I do have the Justice card here. Sword of Truth, karma, keeping the scales balanced. It's kind of the start of the uneasiness, I guess. And again, I want to pull a card on that. What is this Justice card here? What does this represent for the month of September? Queen of Cups. It's in regard to your person. There's no doubt about that. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's almost as though there wants to be a divine counterpart feeling, but the fact that it's on the bottom of the deck kind of makes me believe that it's wishful thinking, almost. Like, that's the hope, that's the driving force behind this, but that might not necessarily be what it is. Because like I said, with the two cards up here, the bottom of the deck and the middle of the deck, the Hierophant is all about commitment and learning experiences, right? This might be learning to commit again. This might be lessons in commitment. This could just be lessons in relationships and where you focus your energy, because we've also, in the middle of the deck, the driving force of that is what I feel is the Empress, and that's your own self-worth, how much you put into situations, your own abundance, right? So it could be a matter of, are you putting too much into this? Are the scales actually balanced? Is this person taking too much from you? Now, and in that sentence, I have to steamroll into the rest of this reading, because October, we have Five of Coins, and Five of Coins is Five of Pentacles. It is oftentimes felt as lack, loneliness, isolation, and financial difficulty. And then we've got the Seven of Swords in November, lying, cheating, stealing. And the Devil is December. It feels like something starts, something feels a little off, and then it really like goes off the rails. I don't like that feeling for you. I get the feeling that with this Seven of Swords, you might not want to believe it yourself. And I heard with the Devil, until this person shows their true colors. So this might be a relationship you stick out for about 4 to 5 months until you kind of have a moment that's just like, wait a minute, I can't keep doing this almost. I went more with this Justice card though. Okay, that is a lot to unpack. That's a lot of cards, but we're going to do it. Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm a little worried that this could be an ex for some of you. Just with that Six of Swords come back around. Because that's kind of what you were trying to leave behind in the beginning of the reading, right? So there is that. This almost feels to me that Spirit ignored the request of just the Justice card and just clarified everything towards the end here. Because I got a whole mess of cards, you guys. This is everything that fell out. There's Four of Cups. There's the Knight of Wands. There's the Chariot. There's the World. I get the feeling someone's almost playing a little bit of fast and loose with you. Again, we have the Five of Pentacles. It's almost as though things move so fast. You've got so much positive attention here. There could be a little bit of manipulation going on, emotional, financial, otherwise, with the Devil and the Seven of Swords. That it probably does actually take you a while before you realize what's going on. Yeah, the fast and loose energy I'm getting is with this Knight of Wands and the Chariot. A little bit of that Four of Cups too. It's almost like you feel as though things aren't equal. There's not enough give and take. Sometimes you often feel alone and maybe a little rejected, a little isolated. And that's kind of when this person kind of turns things back on and be like, no, baby, no, I swear I love you. Like, this isn't, why would you think that way, kind of thing. Ace of Wands and the Star. Like, for some of you, this person quite literally could be cheating on you. And then they kind of, when you start to suspect things, they kind of use sex as a weapon, almost, is what I'm getting. I guess the good news I can give you is the Tower is here. Now, you might not see that as good news, but I do, because if this is something that keeps you wrapped up for, like, the better part of a year, and it's not good for you, it does not look healthy down here, it quite honestly looks pretty toxic. Having the Tower come in and shake that up, give you that realization, is a good thing. Yeah. Oh, man. This is not the message I hope to give you guys. But unfortunately, I do really see this being more of kind of a year of lessons for you. Which, like, it disappoints me a little bit to see that after all this work that you've put in the beginning of the year, finally feeling ready to take the first steps and move forward because you felt ready from whatever happened before. Like, all of the hope you had going up here just to end on the Devil. I don't, makes me a little sad, you know? Because it's almost one of those things like, man, what kind of karma do you have to pay off? You know? It just, yeah, I don't know. The scenario painted could only be for a handful of you. It could be for all of you. Like, maybe you do end up in some really kind of toxic thing. But I gotta say, for even those of you who are in relationships, it just doesn't look great, I guess. Like with the Five of Pentacles, feeling isolated, feeling alone, feeling almost trapped, I hear, for some of you. And then to go on with the Seven of Swords and having all of these secrets, all of these lies, someone potentially cheating on you, and just to end the year on the Devil, where you kind of feel chained and just attached almost. Again, it's definitely a bit of a trapped energy that I'm feeling, but how does this relationship end for Gemini? What is the outcome of this relationship? Eight of Cups, walking away, leaving it behind. Yeah. I would say though, like, that's a good thing, leaving behind something that isn't healthy for you. And I do want to remind you again though that the driving force from the middle of the deck that I'm feeling, being the Empress, is a good thing. Keeping your sense of self-worth, knowing what it is you deserve and how to be treated, that kind of thing is good energy. So the fact that I do kind of see you standing up for yourself and leaving and saying, no, this isn't happening, we're not doing this, is good. It's unfortunate that it encapsulates half of your year, but in the long run, I do feel that this is necessary with the Judgment card, unfortunately. But being with justice here, the Libra energy, the balance of the scales, the truth, karma, I think if you hold yourself in the highest vibration you can manage throughout all of this, you'll come out the winner. Okay? Let's get you some oracle cards before we close this off. I have Spirit Animal Oracle for you. Gemini, 2022 in love, please. What do we have? Yeah. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. And Moonology card we have for Gemini for 2022, please. Oh, that one came flying out. Excuse me. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. And I think this is a reminder that you're going to need after 2022 as well, this relationship. I would say don't let negative experiences destroy your hope. Okay, don't let this Devil energy, Seven of Swords energy, Five of Coins energy diminish the hope that you came into 2022 with this Page of Cups. Okay, because it was in there before, it can be there again. Everything that's been true in the past does not have to be true in the future. All right. One last oracle for Gemini. We have Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Gemini for 2022 in love, please. Yeah. The Dragon's Duel. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. It's card number 23. 2 and 3 is 5. There are so many 5s in this reading that there is no denying it. This is a year of change. This is a year of transformation. This is a little bit of a tough year, but I believe you can make it through. I really do. This is weird. I haven't done this for any other sign yet, but I want to see. I don't like leaving 2022 on such a horrible energy. What does 2023 for January have in store for Gemini, please? The bottom of the deck, we have the Ruler of Cups, which is the King of Cups, and we have the Four of Coins. That is a much better energy. It says to me that after everything that has happened, you've come out with your dignity intact, for one thing, but you still have a bit of a solid future ahead of you. Fours are solid, stable, they're security. they're manifestation almost to an extent. You will be guarded because Four of Coins is a card of keeping things close to your chest, money, emotions, everything. There's still love within you though. You have a lot to give. This is not it. This is not the end. All right? So I hope that ends things on a little bit of a better note. I know it's going to be tough, but really take care of yourself, Gemini. Okay? I wish you the best of luck. And if this resonated, please drop a like down below. That feels like such a request after this. This just lets me know as a reader I've tapped into your energies, which is very important for me as a reader. Lets me know that I've given you the most accurate message that I can, which is very important to me. If you want to see more, like I said, I did do general readings for 2022 for each sign. So there are those. And then, yeah, hit subscribe if you haven't already. I do post videos very often, so there's sure to be more. All right. Take care of you, Gemini. See you next time. Bye.